So now if we have a graph, if you're asked to identify whether it's a function or not, there is a test called the vertical line test. A vertical line is up and down. So the vertical line test says that if the graph hits the vertical line in more than one spot, it's not a function. So if it hits it exactly in one spot, it is a function. So everywhere that I draw a vertical line, it's always hitting it twice. The only time that it's hitting it once is actually at this x value -3, right? However, it has to be true for everywhere. So even though in that spot, x equals -3, it hits it one time, be careful, it has to be the full graph. So this case, the answer would be no. I personally just tell my students to say, because it fails, or in other words, it does not pass the vertical line test, and that should be good enough. Now, right, inverse, the domain and range flip. I just dropped my pen. So as I was saying, the inverse, the domain and range flip. So in other words, what do you think of as the opposite of a vertical line? A horizontal line. So it's similar to the vertical line test, but now you're looking, if I were to draw a horizontal line everywhere, notice that it hits the graph exactly one spot every time. So the inverse is a function because it passes the horizontal line test. Okay, so when you're asked this question, you don't actually have to graph its inverse, which just means that you take every ordered pair, x comma y, and you flip it, right? You will have to, in Algebra 2, know how to graph the inverse, but you don't have to do that here. So now, is the relation called a one-to-one function? The answer is no. So it's a one-to-one function if it passes both the vertical line test, which I will abbreviate it as VLT, and the horizontal line test, I'll call it HLT. So because it does not pass both, I forgot that word, the vertical line test and horizontal line test, it's not one-to-one. I hope this was helpful. So just a reminder, I left a link in the description. I have a whole course on all the prerequisite skills in detail, modules, lessons, homeworks, quizzes, warm-ups, stuff like that. So just as you would for a regular class. So as I said, I'll leave a link in the description onto my website, and I hope I'll see you soon.